Welcome to the Mediabox Rapporteur Petra Bayr, here to talk about progress since January's session here in Strasbourg. Obviously, a lot to cover there. What's been done to follow up on some of those issues, notably Gaza?
Yeah, Gaza was an issue last January, and it will be an issue this week because of obvious reasons, and especially because at the last weekend we witnessed that these attacks of Iran to Israel. And so we will have a debate this week, especially on the humanitarian situation in Gaza, but also linked to the actual development in the Middle East as a region as a whole, and how we can be supportive in providing space for talks, in providing our experience, how we managed sometimes successfully, sometimes not that successfully, to overcome conflicts. And of course, it's also what I call countries to do is to really impose sanctions against Iran, who is behind that, and many of the motives that are going on, especially from the Palestinian side. So we have to also curb that, of course.
And in terms of this session, you mentioned it on Monday, a big debate and report coming up on Kosovo.
Yeah, even if it was not, to be honest, in the progress report, it's one of the issues we have to deal with. We will lay tracks this afternoon for an accession of Kosovo to the Council of Europe. And what I said to Gaza is also valid for the Kosovo, for the Western Balkans in general, that to sit on one table, to have the possibility to negotiate about how to deal with each other could really help to decrease conflicts, decrease rhetoric, which we see that is getting stronger and stronger, and really have in mind that the main goal behind whatever we do here, especially at the Parliamentary Assembly, is to strive for a good life for everybody in the whole region, regardless of religion, regardless of origin, regardless of language or whatever. It's about our common humanity.
And you also wanted to talk about the environment. It's not just conflict we're talking about.
Exactly. It's also a kind of conflict, because we had a really landmark decision of the court also last week, I think, against Switzerland. But Switzerland is not the worst in environmental issues, I have to mention at this stage. But of course, it was a landmark decision insofar as we now really have the path towards a hopefully very strong, robust legal basis, that the right to live in a healthy environment, the right that governments are really forced and can be held accountable for taking active and appropriate measures when it comes to global heating and the climate catastrophe, that there is really a right you can ask for at the court, and that of course is really very important for everybody. I wouldn't say not just in Europe, but also far beyond.
Petra Bayr, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much.